Please just come. I ain't gonna charge you. Just ship it. We're tired of it. So let's go. Seriously? And then go to the places if you're allowed to pick. Well, we can't try out.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Northland Basketball. Welcome to Show Low Cougars basketball tonight here at Hatch Toyota Arena. Tonight, the Show Low Lady Cougars are getting set to take on the Holbrook Roadrunners in a matchup in the 3A East, an all-important matchup between two outstanding ball clubs. You got the Show Low Cougars with what I've been calling, and I'll stand by it, the best defense in 3A basketball. I just believe it. I think Show Low's got the best defense. Can they employ that defense the way they'd like to tonight in a matchup with the Holbrook Lady Roadrunners? The Roadrunners, when they are on, they're one of the best shooting teams in Arizona, and they rely on it. They have to shoot well from outside the arc in order to give themselves every opportunity at victory. If they don't shoot well, they struggle, and that's what it's going to come down to. Will Holbrook shoot well? Will Show Low play the great defense they're capable of? And will they get out running and get out there in that open court and get their running game going like they can? Show Low's got a great transition game. They score so many of their points in transition, and most of that begins with the great defense, the takeaways, the stops, and they turn that into points in a hurry, the Show Low team does. So this is going to be a big one tonight here in Show Low. The 16-5 Show Low Cougars getting set to take on the Holbrook Roadrunners, who have, after a slow start to the season, they have absolutely turned things around. Out on the court, they are giving out T-shirts and ribbons. There's a pregame celebration of some kind here at Show Low High School in anticipation for the start of festivities here tonight in the varsity games. The girls first, the boys to follow that. We're a little bit late because the preceding game, the JV game here, went into overtime, the girls' JV game, and it was a great game. I was trying to watch. I was also having conversations with coaches during that time, so it was a little bit difficult for me to pay full attention to the game, but Show Low hit a layup in regulation to tie the game and send it to overtime. And then Holbrook had a chance to win the game on a three-point try with just a couple of seconds left on their end of the floor, and they got a good look at it. It was a pretty clean shot attempt for them, but it didn't go in. It didn't go in. It preserved a 1-point victory, or actually I think it was a 2-point victory for the Show Low Cougars JV team. So that was exciting. That was fun. And now they introduce the visiting Holbrook Roadrunners starting lineup. Those ladies that go out there, the Roadrunners, like the Show Low Cougars, talked to both coaches, a little bit under the weather. They're dealing with, the usual January illness stuff. And that's going to impact a little bit what you see out on the floor. But once the game gets going, we all get that adrenaline rush. That seems to get us through if we're a little bit under the weather. Holbrook comes into the game with an 11-10 overall record. And, flirting with 500. But if you saw where they were 5 weeks ago, you'd really appreciate the record right now. So the Roadrunners are doing well. They're on a 4-game winning streak at the moment. And it's actually more than that. It's a 5-game winning streak right now for Holbrook, and they've won 7 of their last 8 games. Just prior to that, they had lost 3 in a row. That included losses to St. John's, Blue Ridge, and Winslow. But since then, they've beaten some quality teams. That Blue Ridge team that they beat, Snowflake teams, those 2 teams they beat, those are very good basketball teams and good wins as notches for the Holbrook Roadrunners. You see the starting lineup has been introduced here for the Show Low Lady Cougars, and we'll run you through those names here again as we get it tipped off in a moment. We are going to pause for the national anthem here in just a moment, and then we'll be underway, everybody, with tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball. Ready for some basketball, folks? Welcome into Northland Basketball, an exclusive brand of the Sports Zone. And our broadcast coverage presented by Choice Broadband. Thank you to other sponsoring partners like Show Low Ford and Holbrook Family Dentistry and Navajo Petroleum. A big thank you to Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. They'll bring you the halftime report. And a thanks goes out to White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They will present the Sports Zone's player of the game at the end of this one. And as I scan the floor out there, hey man, I tell you, I'm getting goosebumps. This is going to be a great game. And I do believe two of the best teams in 3A basketball. If you look at the rankings, the Show Low Cougars are number 7. The Holbrook Roadrunners are number 15. And I think both teams are better than the respective rankings that they get right now. And we'll see that play out. I just do believe you'll see it play out over the final few games of this regular season. And then, of course, on into the playoffs. And we'll see if Show Low hangs on in the Copper Tournament bubble. And I think they're going to get to that Copper Tournament. Will Holbrook get into that? I'm not so sure they will. But when it comes time for 3A state playoff basketball, should one or both of these teams end up in that tournament, then you're going to see some quality basketball out of both teams. Holbrook controlling. We're underway here. Northland Basketball here at the Sports Zone. My name is Floyd Simmons. And the Roadrunners are going to go to work with the basketball and lose the basketball. That Show Low defense. And I wouldn't say that was necessarily pressure from the Show Low defense that causes that takeaway by the Cougars. But I will say that defense is stellar, and you're going to see a lot of the reason why I keep saying that here tonight on this broadcast. Holbrook coming out trying to contest the ball way outside, and I like that matchup right there. The senior, Raquel Wilson, she is being guarded by Holbrook's freshman wonder, Channing Harrington, and Channing will lose the ball there. And it goes over to Show Low. They got a 3-on-2, a 3-on-1, and they can't make it go. And then on the rebound, Show Low commits a foul. Well, you've got it. Those points have to happen all day long, right? You got 3-on-1. Raquel fed Boyce across the paint. And then Jaylee committed the foul when she missed the shot. It's Northland Basketball. What a great matchup tonight here at Hatch Toyota Arena. Show Low hosting Holbrook. Cougars basketball is part of our Northland Basketball presentation at the Sports Zone. Here is Channing Harrington, the freshman, will give it up and then get it back, and the set play works for the first points of the game. Holbrook in front 2-0 with Harrington scoring the points, and Bailey Williams, the lady with the assist, as they ran the give and go. Here is the bounce pass from Raquel Wilson inside. She hits the guard. That's Reese Perkins, unable to make it, but got the rebound back, and the Cougars go back to work. Reese scrambling with the ball. Raquel picks it up. Wilson, and a wraparound pass right into the Holbrook Roadrunners defense. Angelica Uranga comes up with a steal. And we go now a little more than 2 minutes into the game. Harrington drives, drew the defense, now to the corner for a three-point try, and it's no good out there on the first shot attempt by Dea Guerrero of the Roadrunners. Raquel Wilson, nice move. She feigned to her right, stepped to her left, and then Raquel gives Show Low their first points of the game, and it's tied early, 2-2. Let's look at the Cougar starters as they go on defense. Number 1, Reese Perkins in the lineup. And say familiar, the same 5 that Coach Christy Francis normally employs out there for the Cougars. Number 1, Reese Perkins. Number 2, Jaylee Boyce. Number 3, Jordan Boyce, who just got that rebound. Also number 5, Raquel Wilson. As you watch Jaylee knock down the first 3 of the game for either team. And of course, a big shot for the Cougars. They go up now 5-2. Their first lead of the game comes right at about the 5-minute mark here in the first period. And the Roadrunners will launch one from deep. Harrington had the distance, but it was a little to the right. And it bounces off there. It's tied up on the rebound attempt. And the Cougars will have possession of the basketball. Well, a moment ago, Show Low had Holly Casimiro, number 50, in the starting lineup, and number 22, Angelica Uranga. Both of them have checked out of the game, and let me give you the 5 on the floor for Holbrook right now. They include number 23. That's Linnea Sosi, and she is out there trying to make a play right now. Ties it up, and it goes out of bounds. She slapped it out last. She's in the game. Also into the game is number 14, Elena Yazzie. I mentioned number 44, Bailey Williams, a while ago. Channing Harrington wears jersey number 10. She's in the lineup, and so is number 21, Dea Guerrero. And I guess I should finish with the other two starters for the Show Low Cougars because I kind of left off when they made a play. Here's Reese Perkins from mid-range, and she's going to drop it in softly and nicely. And Reese Perkins puts a couple on the board for the Lady Cougars. And their lead is 5 now, 7-2. Show Low in front. Harrington drives to Guerrero in the corner, but she has to pass up on the shot because Perkins got out there quickly on her. And then Raquel Wilson will tap that dribble, knock it loose, and the Cougars will get 2 in transition. No, not going to happen. Harrington rebounds it, and she ends up on the ground, and she'll be their virtue of a foul. They're going to call Reese Perkins for her first foul of the game. Well, let's see. I hadn't mentioned that number 5, Raquel Wilson, and number 12, Tatum Moore, were in the starting lineup for Show Low, and they stay on the floor now as Coach Francis brings in a couple of subs in. And that will include number 10, Anaya Paxson, the transfer. And I'm checking. I look at she might have been actually the only one who came in. Offensive foul is going to be called on Dea Guerrero. The player control foul, the famous player control foul, and so that's essentially a turnover. That ends up costing Dea a personal. And with 3:44 on the clock in the first quarter, Show Low's got the ball back again. So it appears that Paxson was the only sub in for Show Low a moment ago. Here's a lob to Jordan Boyce. She'll deliver it in the paint to Reese Perkins, and Reese got fouled. And that's the second early foul in the game on Dea Guerrero. She's got both of Holbrook's team fouls right now, and Dea's going to have to check out. So she'll leave the game for the Roadrunners, and coming in is Chelsea Begay. And the inbound comes into Show Low's Anaya Paxson. Well, good defense by Holbrook to cut off the baseline penetration by Raquel Wilson. Had to reverse out, and then her pass got tied up. A jump ball. Holbrook's going to have possession after Tatum Moore right there. You see her number 12 on the screen. Got tied up by the Roadrunners defense. Inbound and into front court. Elena Yazzie has it. She'll hesitate and then challenge Paxson. Has to pick up the dribble and then threw something short to her teammate. Chelsea Begay could not handle that pass. And the Cougars go back to work. A 3 on the way, and that's going to go for Jordan Boyce. So the two Boyce sisters have now each hit a 3-point first quarter basket for the Cougars. And they are up by 8 now. 10 unanswered points. Show Low gave up the first 2, and Holbrook got on the board 2-0 on an early Channing Harrington basket. And since then, a 10-0 run for the Show Low Cougars. Whistle and a foul as you watch Jordan Boyce knock that one down. Jordan also just now getting called for her first foul of the game. That'll be team foul number 3 now in the first quarter on the Cougars. Inbound to Harrington. She lets fly, and that shot is good for the Roadrunners from the left corner. Harrington, just a freshman, and it is startling sometimes how good some of these freshmen we get to see are. Here's Anaya Paxson in the paint. She turns around, and that shot comes up just a little bit short. And it's a whistle and a foul on Shayla Adekai. Adekai on the floor now for the Roadrunners commits her first foul, the third team foul on Holbrook. And Paxson delivers at the free throw line. And that's Anaya Paxson with yet another make. Well, there's some great freshmen out there. I've been talking about the value of number 10, Channing Harrington, to the Holbrook team. And, when we first started watching her play, I didn't realize she was a freshman. I had to be told later because she plays like a much more mature basketball player. As you see a turnover here now. Holbrook turns it over. Show Low's got the basketball. Here comes Uranga back onto the floor for the Roadrunners. And Bailey Williams is out there on the floor. And Show Low will bring this one into front court. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter now. But, Harrington's such a great freshman here for Holbrook. There's a great freshman as well at Monument Valley. That's Megan Sandoval. And we saw her score almost 30 points, it felt like. Maybe it was in the 24-25 range against Window Rock a few nights ago to pick up our Sports Zone Player of the Game on that night. And it's crazy how good she is. She is the most poised and confident a player on the floor when she's out there. And it boggles your mind that she's a freshman. Look at this turnaround by Uranga, no good. The follow is good. And under the basket was Chelsea Begay, cleaning it up for the Roadrunners and getting them on the board. So Holbrook has now hit a couple. There was that Harrington three a moment ago, and now this basket. And they pulled to within 5. They score the last 5 points here in the quarter. There's contact. And Show Low able to hold on to it for a moment, but a double dribble is called. And with that, and that stoppage time, we're going to grab a timeout. Stand by, everybody. Back with more in the first quarter. After this, it's Northland Basketball, presented by Choice Broadband.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a two-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Well, the teams exchanged baskets on those last 2 possessions. It's 14-7 with a half a minute remaining here in the first quarter. Now we get a whistle. And that's back-to-back fouls on Show Low possessions committed by Holbrook's. Oh, no, not Holbrook, but Show Low's Victoria Snow. Victoria Snow committed a foul a moment ago, her first of the game. And now this foul is the 5th team foul on Show Low. Bailey Williams there at the line for the Roadrunners to try and close out the quarter. See if they can finish strong right here. 29.6 seconds remain in the first quarter. And Bailey, 1 for 2 at the line. Rebound, Jaylee Boyce. Jaylee back on the floor for the Cougars. Now Jordan Boyce throws a pass in near the paint. And just as the receiver there, Reese Hatch, turned to try and enter the paint, do something with it, she got tied up by the Holbrook defense. And that'll go back to the Roadrunners with 19 seconds. And we'll see if Coach Perkins wants his ladies to chew some clock up and try to get a last shot right here. Harrington picks up the dribble, now inside to Uranga. She's going to work against Hatch. And I think the help defender came in and committed a foul. And it was Anaya Paxson who came in to try and give Hatch a hand to bracket the ball handler. Not a shooting foul, by the way. No, I take it back. That should be 2 shots. At least now 6 team fouls committed by the Show Low Cougars. So 2 shots right here for Angelica Uranga. Miss on that try. This one also is off the mark. Long rebound to Jaylee Boyce, to Paxson, and a long pass that is picked off. Nope, it's gonna hit the baseline, the sideline out there. So Holbrook almost had the interception, but then the ball just slipped and it bounced on the sideline. So an inbound with 5 seconds here now for Show Low. Looking, Jordan gets it in, and it's tipped away by Uranga. And controlled. Can they get a shot? No, can't do it. But they prevented Show Low from getting any further, inflicting any further damage in that first quarter. We'll end the quarter. Show Low 14, Holbrook 8 here as we now go to the second quarter. Stand by. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
There's your buzzer. Let's get this second quarter underway. Welcome back in. Show Low Cougars basketball, part of the Sports Zone's Northland Basketball. Coming up at halftime, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. But we got this 8 minutes of hoop action for you here before we get to that stage. Here's one tipped out by Raquel Wilson after a teammate misses. And we're back into the action here at Hatch Toyota Arena, Northland Basketball. My name is Floyd Simmons. There is head coach Greg Perkins. Had a good talk with him beforehand, and he knows the challenges he's going to face with his Show Low team. He also knows that his girls have to hit their shots. They just rely on it. They need it. And they need to also limit their turnovers. He had a number in mind. And if they keep it below a certain level, he feels like they've got a chance. And that last turnover right there, well, it's never going to help, is it? Lob inside, Tatum Moore, and it's knocked out of her hands by Harrington. The Show Low Cougars hosting the Holbrook Roadrunners. 3A East Region Basketball. Here's the inbound, Jaylee Boyce. She throws it across the paint to Paxson. Back to Boyce for three. And that one it was straight on, but it was a little bit long for her, and it's no good. But rebounded by Tatum Moore. And she immediately throws the ball into the hands of Holbrook's Shalea Atakai for the steal. Bailey Williams. Almost a clean pick right there. Almost a clean steal by Tatum. But she got a little contact there, the official deemed. And that'll be Tatum's first personal foul, the first foul of the second quarter on the Show Low team. Elena Begay throws a pass in. It's tipped, and that's that great Show Low defense. Tipped by Boyce up the floor, and Raquel Wilson has her second field goal of the game. Shocking as it may seem, at least to me, maybe not to you, but to me, Raquel Wilson doesn't have a steal yet, I don't think. We haven't called her name. I did miss a couple of plays earlier while I was doing some bookkeeping, but I don't recall that Wilson has gotten a steal, and she's good for. She must be averaging somewhere between 5 and 7 steals every single game. There'll be a Show Low foul committed right there, and the lady that gets whistled is Jordan Boyce. Jordan's got 2 personals here in the game now, and we are at the 6-minute and 31-second mark of the second quarter. Waiting in the wings to get on the floor here, and being beckoned right now is Reese Perkins. Perkins back into the game, replacing Jordan Boyce. The foul shot was good for Atakai. And that shot is good as well. Inbound, and the Cougars go back to work with the basketball. Tatum Moore on the right angle. A bouncer inside to Anaya Paxson. The shot won't go in, but she got the hack right there. She'll get a couple of foul shots out of it. And it is Shayla Atakai with a second personal foul for the Roadrunners. Paxton's second trip to the foul line, and she is right now 3 for 3 in the game. Atakai checks out for Holbrook, and in to replace her for the first time is Kailia Chi. Paxton is perfect, 4 for 4 at the line here in the first half. And the Cougars' lead is now 8 points, 18-10. Perkins will tip that dribble out of bounds, force a Roadrunner reset. 27 seconds on the shot clock. And the Birds get it in. And Raquel Wilson, who had not yet gotten a steal in this game, and those are so common for her, okay? Whereas the rest of us in the world, you know, we get 1 or 2 steals in a given game. We would be very happy with that. It's a given that Raquel's going to get multiple steals in a game, and she was trying to get one right there. Tried to time it out, but she ends up getting the hand check. This one for 3, and McGay's shot is no good from straight over the top. Rather, Yazzie. It was Elena Yazzie on the shot. Up to Flora, 2-on-2, and that one is blocked. Good defense by Kailia Chi. Show Low goes back to work, and a long 3-point try for Raquel. It's no good. Bailey Williams scoops it up for the Roadrunners. And Elena Yazzie brings it into front court. Trapped, but got it away. Technically not trapped then. Bailey Williams in the paint. And the defenders converge on her. Her little scoop shot was, as my broadcast partner sometimes and my good friend, the coach, Pete Butler, says, that was a hope shot. Throw it up there and hope it goes in, but it did not go in. That one won't go for Paxton. And Holly Casimiro, who has returned for the Roadrunners, snags the rebound. And look, there's that defense, just anticipating, hands in the passing lane, and Jaylee Boyce knocks it away. We get a timeout with exactly 5 minutes remaining till halftime. Stand by, everybody. This is Northland Basketball, presented by the Sports Zone.
In years past, when you needed expert medical care, you may have overlooked one credible local healthcare provider. White Mountain Regional Medical Center's Rural Health Clinic is your destination for specialized care, orthopedics, podiatry, behavioral health, and advanced interventional pain management. And it's all closer than you think. Located in Springerville, White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Hey, have you heard the rumor that the free Lifeline phone program has ended?
I got some great news. It's not true. Cellular One is still providing free phones and unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Wow, free unlimited talk, text, and 5 gigabytes of high-speed data.
Want to see if you qualify? Just visit your local Cellular One store today. You can walk out with a brand new smartphone and enjoy the biggest, most reliable network on the Navajo Nation. Cellular One, keeping you connected for over 30 years, and we're here to stay.
Inbound for the Cougars. Perkins brings it across over to Tatum Moore in the paint. And a ball that got loose gets picked up by Reese Perkins, and she's finding her range right there in the mids. In that 10 to 15 foot range. She's hit a couple of shots now for the Cougars. Here's one from downtown right side. Dea Guerrero answering the Cougar basket a moment ago with a 3 of her own, and the Roadrunners certainly need all of those that they can get, try to keep pace with Show Low, who is in front right now. 3-0. The lob inside goes over Raquel's outstretched hands and out of bounds back to the Roadrunners. There is Coach Perkins. Patrolling the sideline. And we'll see what he's got worked up as his ladies bring the ball into front court. Uranga at the high post, puts it on the floor, and she beats Tatum Moore to the basket for the 2 points. First points of the game for Angelica Uranga. A lob to Wilson. That one's going to roll off no good. Elena Yazzie rebound. She gets that one up to her teammate, Kailia Chi. Back to Elena. And she barely makes it across the timeline right there. She used just about as much of that 10 seconds as you can. Elena now to the corner. Dea Guerrero thought about it, but Tatum Moore closed that gap. And she couldn't get a clean shot away. Bounce pass inside Somehow Holbrook hangs on to it. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Right side to the corner. Boy, that Show Low defense stifling. Elena Yazzie, 3 seconds, got to put it up, and they do, and it's off, no good for Uranga. Rebound Show Low, just too tough on defense. Holbrook almost got a steal of their own right there. The loose ball gets picked up, and we'll get a hand check on Channing Harrington. Well, you start to see the ball get, the energy level get up like that, and oftentimes you get one of those kind of fouls where just you end up trying to play defense with your hands instead of your feet. That's kind of what happened in that instance right there. But go back to the Holbrook possession, and you've got to marvel at just how good Show Low's defense is. I'm telling you. Is it the best defense in the state in 3A basketball? I think so. There may be those who disagree, but they did a great job of just not giving Holbrook any opportunity out on the perimeter. And that one will go inside, and a shot for Jordan Boyce. Oh, Jaylee, rather. That's Jaylee with the basket. And they stop the clock for a moment with 2:59 left till halftime. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report is coming up at the break. And we're getting there. Game one of our broadcast doubleheader. Harrington throws it away, throws it right to Jaylee Boyce. That's like the third steal for Jaylee today. And Dea Guerrero trailing the play, tries to help out. And Dea's got 3 fouls in the game. So Coach Perkins will relieve her of duty. I believe this is 3 foul shots for Jaylee. First one is spot on. There's a miss, and here comes Bailey Williams into the Roadrunner lineup. Bailey replacing Dea. 2:41 on the clock here in the second quarter. There's Jaylee Boyce. Count the shot. And she's got a great first half. 7 points. Leads the scoring for the Show Low Cougars. Harrington brings it across. Bailey Williams now to the corner for a shot. It's on the way, and that's going to bang off there. No good on the Kailia Chi three-point try. The Cougars for 3. That's going to rim out. No good for Jaylee Boyce. Well, Jaylee's had the great half. Why not give her a shot at it, right? Harrington from the angle lets that one fly, and that's going to miss it all. Out of bounds back to Show Low. Holly Casimiro reports for Holbrook. Kailia Chi checks out. Casimiro joins Bailey Williams and Angelica Uranga, Elena Yazzie, and Channing Harrington on the floor. And Coach Perkins will get another sub in here in a moment. Oh, look at that shot, no good. Show Low's missed, 3 or 4 of those kind of shots underneath that you thought, well, those are just automatic. Raquel Wilson on the miss that time. A couple of times. Bailey Williams gives it up to Casimiro, and Harrington gets hacked by Jordan Boyce. And Harrington to the foul line. That'll be Jordan's 3rd personal foul, and that is a little bit of trouble as well. Foul trouble. On the other side, Dea Guerrero has 3 fouls, and she's on the bench for Holbrook. Here comes Anaya Paxson to report for Show Low to replace Jordan Boyce with those fouls. Holbrook will also bring somebody in. That's Linnea Sosi. Linnea Sosi coming into the game, number 23, back on the floor for Coach Perkins. Harrington missed the foul shot. The Roadrunners have missed a few at the line in this game. They have missed 4 foul shots here in the first half. They've made 4 out of 8 for the game. As good a three-point shooting team as they are, it surprises me that they haven't made a couple more of those. There's a takeaway, a steal by the Roadrunners. Harrington reverses her direction. Now to Uranga, cut off on the baseline. Outside to Bailey Williams, and her 3 is wide of the mark there. No good. Rebound That's rebounded by Hatch, and she gets into a tussle for the ball with Linnea Sosi. And immediately after that, there goes Reese Hatch to the Show Low bench, and coming in to give her a break is number 13. That is Priestley Binney. Binney now on the floor for the Roadrunners. 8-point advantage for the hometown Lady Cougars. Williams to Harrington, right side. Naranga's got it. Picks up the dribble there. Lob inside is tipped away by Jaylee Boyce. Boy, Jaylee has had a game, hasn't she? She has just played terrific basketball from the onset for the Cougars. And the only time she didn't play well is in the, couple of minutes that she spent on the bench getting a rest. The rest of the time, she has been the most impactful of the Show Low Lady Cougars here in this first half. She'll inbound the ball to Reese Perkins. Perkins brings it across. We've got 55 seconds on the clock. Couple of takeaways right there. There's that first steal. I've been waiting for it, but look at that. Raquel Wilson did not make the basket. Shocker. She got the steal. Holbrook runs it up the floor, and they're going to turn it over, and a trip will be a foul, and the lady that commits it is Linnea Sosi. That is bonus time, and Raquel Wilson will head to the foul line for the Show Low Cougars. I don't know how many shots Show Low has missed at the basket. And I don't even mean contested shots, difficult shots. I'm talking about shots that you should count on making every time. If I'm the Holbrook Roadrunners right now, I'm a little grateful that they've had that trouble. It's like they're shooting at the carnival basket, the one that's you could swear is not shaped in an actual circle. 1 for 2 right there for Raquel. 16 seconds on the clock and nobody in the corner. Harrington thought somebody would get out there. So she threw to a spot. It's like a quarterback, you throw it to a spot, you expect your receiver's going to be there. Not so much that time. A 9-point advantage for the Lady Cougars. And the inbound pass is tipped away by Sosi. Inbound to Wilson. And Raquel gets it across. There's Priestley Binney, and she gets clubbed. Sosi came across, and I think if she would have delayed, Priestley, I think, was about to throw it into backcourt, but if Sosi had delayed just a second, her team might have got the turnover right there. Instead, it works out nicely for Priestley. Priestley at the foul line after the second foul on Linnea Sosi. Both shots miss. Rebound Holbrook. Harrington gets it up the floor. Casimiro stops for a three-point try at the buzzer. And that one's just a bit off the mark. We go to halftime with Show Low in front by 9. Still a pretty good first half. And I am highly interested in the adjustments these coaches will make for the second half. We'll grab a timeout and break it down for you in a moment. Everybody stand by. It's on the way in a moment anyway. It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. This is Show Low Cougars basketball, part of Northland Basketball, right here at the Sports Zone. Stand by.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Hey, Lifeline phone users, important news flash. If you don't use your phone regularly, it could get deactivated. Remember, use it, don't lose it. Call, text, or go online weekly to keep your free benefit active. Cellular One is here to keep you connected with our free Lifeline phone program, offering unlimited talk and text nationwide, plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data. Stay connected with the largest, most reliable network on the Navajo Nation. Visit your nearest Cellular One store or mycellularone.com for details.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first-half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Halftime in Show Low, the girls' game, in the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime reports. Score here, Show Low 25, Holbrook 16. Look through some highlights of the first half. Roadrunners struck first in that first quarter, but then it was 10 straight points by the Lady Cougars. Holbrook was able to start getting back into it. They got the lead down to just a handful a couple of times, but here at halftime, the Cougars behind more of their great defense. They lead the game right now 25 to 16 as I bring you back in, everybody. Floyd Simmons right here on the breakdown for you at halftime. Well, the Cougars are led in scoring by Jaylee Boyce. She's got 7 points. She's hit a three-point basket. She's played stellar defense. And I got to tell you, she has been absolutely the most impactful player on the floor in that entire first half on either side of the ball and for either team. Also in the game, Raquel Wilson has 5 points. Anaya Paxson with 4 points. Reese Perkins has 4 points. 3 points so far in this one for Jordan Boyce and 2 points for Reese Hatch. Also in that first half for the Roadrunners, they were led in scoring by Channing Harrington. Harrington knocked a 3 down in the first quarter. She's got 6 points for the team. And her teammate, Dea Guerrero, hit the other three-pointer that Holbrook made in the first half. She's got a 3. 2 points each for Shayla Adekai, Angelica Uranga, and Chelsea Begay. And that leaves Bailey Williams with 1 single point in that first half for the Roadrunners. So, they say, your shot might not be there every time you go out and play. You might not have your best offensive game as an individual or a team, but you can always play defense. Every night, you can play defense. And the Show Low Cougars are playing some good defense out there. They've limited a very good, very hot shooting Holbrook team, just 16 points in that first half. And there was a particular possession that stands out in my mind. I can't really describe it other than to say it was that moment when Holbrook had the ball and they were trying with a guard-heavy lineup out there to work the ball to somebody open on the perimeter. Kept going back and forth out there. And Show Low just able to close the ground every time somebody had a thought about shooting. And they forced Holbrook to burn down the entire shot clock and settled for a pretty bad shot selection, in my opinion, if I remember correctly. That's just kind of how it went. And again, it's great defense by Show Low. You can always play great defense. You can be great on defense every time you go out there. And tonight the Show Low Cougars are playing another strong game defensively. Well, we're going to grab this timeout and return to start the second half in a moment. Stand by for it, everybody. We wrap up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report, and we'll bring you back to Hatch Toyota Arena for the third quarter right after this. Stand by.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse. Wow! Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash Back. Woohoo!
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
Second half underway. Holbrook had an opportunity a moment ago. You missed that, but Show Low will run it up the floor. Unable to make it in transition, and Dea Guerrero steals the Jaylee Boyce pass. And the Roadrunners will try to score the first second half points of the game. Dea Guerrero, right side, and Uranga's wide open. Angelica Uranga's three-point shot is no good, rebounded by Raquel Wilson. Second half underway on this broadcast of Northland Basketball, presented by the Sports Zone. That one is going to be off the mark for Wilson. But after a Tatum Moore rebound, she finds Wilson alone in the paint for the buckets. And Raquel and Shola open up the second half scoring here. 27-16, our score. Sholo leading the Holbrook Roadrunners in the girls varsity game. And a steal by Raquel Wilson. And she's just too fast. Going to beat everybody back there, but her shot is too strong. It's like she's got the yips at the basket. Missed a couple of those here so far in the game. There is a basket make right there by Jordan Boyce, and it's going to force Greg Perkins to call a Holbrook timeout just like right now, and they're going to take that one here as we start the second half. Stand by, everybody. Northland Basketball, presented by the Sports Zone.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Get you some lineups here, but first let's pause for station identification on the Sports Zone Radio Network. If you're listening in the White Mountains, you're listening on Mix 98 KRFM Sholo, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. Thanks also for joining us on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. Get a jump ball right here. And the Roadrunners are going to have an inbound coming up. That one tied up by the Sholo defense. It's Sholo Cougars basketball, part of Northland Basketball. Sholo and Holbrook right here at Sholo High School. 29-16 our score. Sholo in front of Holbrook. Floyd Simmons right here on the play-by-play, and an inbound on the way for Elena, Yazzie, and Holbrook. The pass is completed, inbound to Bailey Williams. Holbrook's got those two ladies. Here is Angelica Uranga, number 22, off to Channing Harrington, number 10. There's Bailey Williams, number 44. Elena Yazzie, number 14 with the basketball, guarded closely by Reese Perkins. And for the Roadrunners, Holly Casimiro, number 50, is the fifth of their players on the floor right now. Holly will get a pass and throw it underneath to Yazzie. She's going to try to work against that tall lineup, and her pass is tipped, but Holbrook controls. 4 on the shot clock. Shot goes up, and a 3 off the mark. Yazzie the rebound inside, and could not make the putback. It's going to bounce off. Nope, saved in by Jaylee Boyce. Into Tatum Moore. Tatum's got some pretty good handles for a post player. Brings it into front court for Sholo. And that ball is going to skip off of Jordan Boyce's fingertips out of bounds. Stopping the clock briefly with 5:34 remaining in the third quarter. A 29-16 Sholo Cougar advantage in this girls' varsity game. The lead over Holbrook. Inbound for the Roadrunners. Couple of changes. Reporting for duty is number 15, Shayla Adekai for the Roadrunners. Also into the game is Kylia Chi, wears number 1. There's the 3 for Channing Harrington. Harrington splashing from downtown. The Roadrunners need a bunch of those. They're down by 10 right now. 29-19. Reese Perkins will push it up into front court. Picked up by Harrington's defense. To Jordan Boyce, now to Tatum Moore, to Jaylee Boyce on the left angle. Jaylee and Jordan the last couple of times playing catch, they've been off the sheet of music with each other. There's a miss for the Cougars, and it's picked up by Kylia Chi. Rebound Roadrunners. Harrington pushes up the floor, spins, and gets the ball blocked. The official deemed that Tatum Moore was walled up, and with all that contact that occurred, he calls that is fair for the defender. So no whistle on the last one. Here come the Roadrunners with the ball. They got it back. And a cross-court pass. Shayla Adekai, and her pass is picked off. Well read and stolen by Raquel Wilson, and this time Raquel is able to make that lay-in. She struggled a little bit with that here, but that time, no problem for Raquel after the steal. And what is that now? Steal number 3, I think, now for Wilson in the game. Each team has 4 timeouts remaining as Bailey Williams turns around and misses the mid-ranger. Well, listen, Show Low's done a good job to put the defensive pressure on. For the Roadrunners, their game has got to make some shots. And I mean, they got to make those mid and long-range jump shots. And they have not been falling with regularity for the Roadrunners in this game. We are just past the halfway mark of the third quarter. Jaylee Boyce brings it up. Tatum Moore fires from the corner. It's no good. Williams the rebound for the Birds. Holbrook sets some offense. Chi has it to the high post now. Williams, a backdoor cut is picked off. Jaylee Boyce, at least for a moment anyway, had the ball. She bounced it on the baseline. Here comes for the Roadrunners Chelsea Begay into the game. And out goes Bailey Williams. And a timeout taken. 12-point advantage for the Lady Cougars. We'll grab a timeout as well. This is Show Low Cougars basketball, part of Northland Basketball, brought to you by the Sports Zone.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Back in from the timeouts and the inbound pass for the Roadrunners. Eventually in the hands of Kailia Chi. Now Elena Yazzie has it in the corner. She'll dribble out to the top of the key for the Roadrunners. Left side, Channing Harrington back to Yazzie. Might have got away with a little bit of a quick step before the dribble. Not going to matter much because the ball is picked out of the air by Jordan Boyce on a miss. 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. Dribbling into the paint was Reese Perkins. She fed the corner. Now a pull-up jump shot on the baseline is missed by Tatum Moore, and the follow is also no good for Jaylee Boyce. So it's the Roadrunners with the basketball, left corner. Well, I tell you, Show Low is so quick at getting there and closing distance and preventing too many of those easy shots that Holbrook will make you pay for when they get them away, but they just haven't had a lot of them. And in transition, Reese Perkins able to finish up for Show Low and get that basket to make it a 14-point game. Good hustle back by Reese and team. Show Low adds again. Roadrunners would like to keep Show Low from running the ball from their transition, but if they're not turning their own possessions into points, and that's just been hard to come by in this game against Show Low defense. It ends up not mattering a whole lot. Here's a second foul of the game on Tatum Moore. Roadrunners to inbound the ball. Dea Guerrero will do those honors. She is on the floor for the Roadrunners. Into Elena Yazzie toward the corner. Back to Dea. Swing it around. Nobody in the corner for Kailia Chi's pass. Now somebody on the left side. That's Elena Yazzie. And the Roadrunners, they're going to throw a dangerous pass that is taken away. On the floor and with the steal is Tiara Paxson, number 21. Now to Anaya Paxson. Anaya has to pick up the dribble outside to Tatum Moore. A little weave out there as Coach Francis and her team take some time off the clock. Now a drive and a bit of contact in the paint for Reese Perkins. She is fouled on her way to the foul line now. And stepping in there defensively was Kailia Chi to try to make the play. It ends up being a 2-shot foul with Reese Perkins. Reese Perkins at the line for the Cougars. That shot just bit off the mark. Well, we have a local scheduling conflict tomorrow night that prevents us from any Northland basketball coverage tomorrow night. There's a whistle and a foul on Reese Hatch. Reese Hatch is reported for Show Low, and she commits the contact and foul right there. Her first of the game. 95 seconds remain in the third quarter. So, we've got a conflict tomorrow night. But I will say this, that tomorrow afternoon, mid part of the day anyway, from 11 to 2 o'clock, there will be a live remote broadcast on this radio station you might be listening to, Mix 98, and it will be at 77 Subaru in Show Low, in the Auto Park Mall. 77 Subaru live broadcast. I'll be there, along with my morning show broadcast partner, Rochelle Austin, tomorrow. We'd love to meet you, so why not come out to Show Low, come out to 77 Subaru and say hi. They'll have some refreshments for you, but come and say hi for us at 77 Subaru. See what kind of deals they got going on for you. We'll be there from 11 to 2 tomorrow. There is a whistle and a Bailey Williams foul. Bailey's first of the game. And the lady at the line is perfect on the free throw. That's RP. That's Reese's Pieces. Reese Hatch. And Reese, beautiful on both foul shots. It's a 16-point advantage for the Show Low Cougars after the make. We've got a minute remaining in the third quarter. Dea Guerrero, deep on the angle, gets it away. Elena Yazzie back to Dea. To Elena for a three. That shot is off the front iron. Well, it's kind of been it for Holbrook today. They have not been able to hit those shots. And Bailey Williams with a pass up the floor. Shot missed by Kylie Achi, but the follow is good for the Roadrunners. Chelsea Begay will go to the line on a foul committed by Tatum Moore, her third of the game. Oh, by the way, count the basket for Chelsea. Into the game, Channing Harrington. And Kylie Achi takes a break. The and one is no good for the Roadrunners. Holbrook is 4 out of 9 from the foul line in the game. And that matters, but 5 missed free throws is certainly not the difference in this one. Up in the front court, Reese Perkins with a pass underneath that gets deflected. Tatum Moore able to collect it, turn around, and kiss it off the glass for a Show Low basket. 20 seconds left in the quarter. The Cougars in command by 16. Elena Yazzie at the top. Dea Guerrero for 3. It's no good, and we get a foul. 3 shots on the way. And I believe that is the second foul of the game on Reese Hatch. Yeah, it's Reese's second foul. In a moment, Raquel Wilson will make a reappearance into the game for the Cougars. Dea makes the first one. And the second one. Lane violation. Somebody jumped in a little bit too early on that. So that foul shot did not count for Dea. And look at this pressure in backcourt by Holbrook. Able to prevent any further damage, but the quarter ends, and it goes well for Show Low. They outscore Holbrook 12-7 in the period, and they lead 37-23 as we go to the fourth quarter. Stand by. It's Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Well, are you set to go, everybody? Ready to go for some Northland basketball, fourth quarter style? We'll get this thing rolling. 37-23 is our score. Show Low in front of Holbrook. Inbound for the Lady Cougars. And let's get it going. Northland basketball, and this is Show Low Cougars basketball, presented by our great sponsors like Choice Broadband and Show Low Ford, Navajo Petroleum, their great convenience store locations on the Navajo Nation. A big thank you as well to Holbrook Family Dentistry. At the end of this game, we will announce the Sports Zone's player of the game. That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Reese Perkins throws a pass across the paint. Now Tatum Moore from the elbow, and it's a little bit short. And Anaya Paxson fights off the Holbrook defender to get the rebound. Cross court to Reese Hatch. Now Perkins back to Hatch on the baseline. And a pass that's Paxson tips into the defender's hands. And that was not a successful possession by Show Low, but they burned the better part of a half a minute of clock time. That is precious to the Roadrunners. Trailing as they are. There's contact by Reese Perkins on a three-point try by Williams. Got her right in the breadbasket. Perkins' second foul. And we'll see if Williams at the line for the Roadrunners can add to her game total of a single point. Somebody reporting a final score, Tuba City losing to Ganado 59-56 in a girls' game. Take another look at the contact. Kind of really didn't see the contact on that, but that's okay. It's Northland basketball. It's Show Low Cougars basketball. We have a partnership with Show Low. And here at Hatch Toyota Arena, Show Low hosting Holbrook in a 3A East matchup. Well, that's not going to help. The 0 for 3 at the line is not going to help the Roadrunners. They have not shot the ball well. Get a turnover. Wilson turns it over. Somebody reports Winslow 57. Alchese 49, a girls' game final. So if these are accurate, Winslow a victory in the east, Ganado a victory in the north. And right here, looking good for the Show Low Cougars as they knock that pass away. Tatum Moore stepping out, deflecting the pass. The two Reeses check out of the game. Reese Hatch, Reese Perkins, they leave the game. Jordan Boyce is back in. And there is Jaylee Boyce tipping that pass. It is Show Low's basketball. Jaylee Boyce underneath. Tatum Moore, nice spin. She just absolutely left that defender in her tracks. Tatum's got a couple of baskets in the game. Inbound on the way after the Roadrunners throw it away, and Holbrook is starting to play like they're feeling it. Like, you get into those games where you just don't feel like you got a chance anymore, but you got to keep on playing the game. I'm not saying that's what's going on. I'm just saying it's got that energy, kind of got that feel to it. Here's the ball in the corner. Jaylee Boyce now to the top. Jordan Boyce left side. Raquel Wilson. She is going to get some separation. Step back and absolutely bust that three for the Cougars. That was terrific. I can't wait to see that replay on maybe our next dead ball. Outlet taken back by Channing Harrington. Long pass, and Wilson couldn't track it down. Harrington was there. The Roadrunners have it. Guerrero in the corner. Harrington fouled for 3 shots. She'll go to the free throw line. And the lady that sends her there is Raquel Wilson. At 2 in the game on Raquel. We will have a boys varsity game broadcast after this one ends. Harrington missing on that. Watch this. Boom, get that separation. Step it back and absolutely destroy the net. Well done by Raquel Wilson. There she is. And I tell you, across the state, she has got to be getting notice and consideration as whoever the voters end up being. I guess the coaches, athletic directors, whoever. When it comes down to the end of the game, if Show Low, the end of the season, if Show Low goes deep, Raquel has got to be in the discussion about player of the year in the conference. Two for 3. And a timeout for the Roadrunners. Down by 17 right here. Coach Perkins going to see what he can summon up here in the final go here in the fourth quarter. Stand by. Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
17 points, the separation in this one here as we get under 5 minutes remaining in regulation. The Show Low Lady Cougars in front of Holbrook 41-24. Inbound, Holly Casimiro launches from the corner. That's no good there. Tracked down for the Roadrunners by Linnea Sosi, and then the Channing Harrington 26-footer is going to be no good. Show Low's got the basketball. Tatum Moore, she's had a strong game. She gets it in the front court to Anaya Paxson for the shot, and that's no good. Rebound Wilson, that one is good. Raquel had kind of a slow start. She's got 14 points in the game now, the only Lady Cougar in double figures. The consequential first half of this one where Holbrook built the big halftime lead. They were in front 25-16. That was on the strength of the play by Jaylee Boyce, and she almost got a steal right there. Oh, I take it back. It was a high pass intended for her. And now that shot for Chelsea Begay for the Roadrunners. Too much work left for Holbrook in the final 3:52. Raquel Wilson unable to hit that. that shot. There was a bit of contact. The officials did not deem it worthy. Holly Casimiro, the follow, no good after the Pregame miss. The Roadrunners, it's just not happening for Holbrook tonight. Here comes Show Low up the floor. And the little give and go to Jordan Boyce is no good. Holbrook. That one not going to happen. Rebound, Tatum Moore. And a timeout from the Show Low bench with the Cougars comfortably in front by 17. Stand by Northland Basketball presented by the Sports Zone.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for two plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse. Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash Back. Woohoo!
Show Low coach Christy Francis using this opportunity with the big lead to get her bench some crucial experience and some minutes out there. So those ladies on the floor for Show Low include number 44, Kinsey Frost. Here comes an inbound pass from Lacey Peter, number 20, and that's going to be saved in by number 23, Victoria Snow. And there is Reese Hatch racing up, trailing the play, making a nice play to knock it out of bounds. That's Reese Hatch, number 14. Also on the floor right now for the Cougars is number 13, Priestley Binney. Now the officials will have some sort of conversation. And it's Holbrook's basketball. For an inbound. Ball thrown in, shot missed underneath. And that one's also going to be a miss, but a foul. A foul will send Chelsea Begay to the line. That is the 3rd foul of the game on Reese Hatch. Well, this game is really all but decided. And in that situation, we're going to get another conference between those two same officials. The Chelsea Begay free throw was no good. Okay, offsetting violations. I don't know if you heard any of that. There was a lane violation on Show Low, but a shooter violation as well, so that offset them. And that gave one free throw to the Roadrunners, which they missed, as you saw. And here comes Holbrook. Ball tipped and stolen by Dea Guerrero. Now here comes Holbrook defensively anyway. And Priestley Binney got to step in front of that, steal that pass. Good play by Priestley, up the floor to Hatch. And well done in transition, Reese Hatch getting that bucket. And she's got 6 points in the game for the Show Low Cougars with 2 minutes remaining in regulation. And that one blocked and knocked away by Frost. It's Kinsey Frost out there making a play defensively for the Cougars. Take another look at the great pass by Priestley and the perfectly executed finish by Hatch on the replay there. Inbound for the Roadrunners. They'll feed it inside. Back out for a three. Dea Guerrero. Shot is good for Dea. The Roadrunners, who count on hitting three-point baskets, that is only their first three of the second half. And there's Reese Hatch again, this time with the left hand off the glass for Show Low. Adding an exclamation point to a great night for Show Low, and the Roadrunners almost throw it away right in front of us here on the broadcast, at the broadcast desk. Back outside for Holbrook. That one is launched, no good, and knocked out by the Roadrunners. Well, those ladies on the floor for Holbrook are playing their hearts out. That was Chelsea Begay with the effort. But it's not going to go Holbrook's way, and the Cougars are going to come up with a victory here in this one tonight. Show Low is going to move to 17-5 overall with the win. The Roadrunners will drop back to 500. They'll be 11-11 overall when this one is said and done. In the rankings, don't know what's going to happen, but Show Low was number 7 coming in. It's Guerrero missing that shot. And the Show Low Cougars, well, Show Low was number 7. Holbrook was number 15 before this one here tonight. And don't know what the results of this one is going to do to the rankings. Out of bounds to Show Low. 45 seconds remain in regulation. We'll talk to the Sports Zone's player of the game at the conclusion. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. I'm taking my time because they're taking their time on the floor, and there's really, at this point, there isn't a ton for us to break down. I guess we could take a look at the standings in the region, which we'll do. As we get another whistle, Holbrook will get the ball back here with 39.9 seconds remaining. Show Low undefeated coming in will remain that way. They'll be 5-0 at the end of this one. Snowflake was 4-2. Holbrook will drop to 3-3. So Show Low at the end of the night is going to be at least 2 games up in front of the nearest competitor in the loss column. So you get a foul right there. That's a foul on Priestley Binney. Show Low came into the night 4-0. They'll be 5-0. Snowflake was 4-2. Holbrook was 3-2. They'll be 3-3 after this one tonight. Blue Ridge came into the night 3-4. Winslow 2-4, and Alchese 1-5. And a pair of misses right there. Inbound. Show Low Cougars bring it up. Binney has it outside, and that shot blocked out of bounds. Shot attempt by number 23, Victoria Snow. Shot blocked by number 23, Linnea Sosi. The 23s going at it right there. We'll announce the Sports Zone's player of the game presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center here in just on the next dead ball. How's that? We'll let you know, and there it comes. That ball just slips right out of the dribble. Lacey Peter. Well, we know that Jaylee Boyce, number 2, with that marvelous first half of hers, getting this team out to a big halftime lead. Jaylee Boyce is a Sports Zone player of the game presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And her teammate joins her, Tatum Moore. Tatum Moore, number 12, had a terrific game. She may have had the best game we've seen her play. apologies. We were straightening some things out. We're going to talk to our players of the game here in just a moment. As Show Low did a marvelous job here tonight at home. Really well done. Let me do a little switcheroo on our microphone and make sure that we've got ears and microphone on there. Can you hear me okay, Jamie?
Yes, I can.
All right, very good. Back in here at Show Low High School. Welcome, everybody. Our final score on a Show Low victory in the 3A East in the girls' varsity game. Final score 47-29. Show Low beats Holbrook in our Sports Zone broadcast of Cougars basketball. The Sports Zone player of the game is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, the hospital in Springerville. And we present that award. It's actually co-recipients tonight, co-players of the game. The first one we'll talk to is the guard, Jaylee Boyce. Jaylee, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, what a game.
That was awesome.
What a game.
It's been fun, yeah.
5-0 in the region, by the way, with the win.
I'm so proud of us.
You should be.
Yeah.
I mean, you were 2 games ahead of Snowflake coming into this one, and that's a little bit of a cushion, although I'm sure you guys aren't thinking about that.
No.
Hey, listen, you played a terrific first half.
Thank you.
I mean, I thought you took a little bit of a break. You might have sat out 2 or 3 minutes there. You got a little rest from Coach. Outside of that, you were absolutely the most impactful player in that first half. Tell me about the defense your team is playing. I've been calling you guys out, best defensive team out there. Tell me about your defense. Tell me about what makes this team go.
Our defense, I mean, Coach is always telling us, like, defense wins, and I think that's just something that we live by, honestly. Like, nothing happens without our defense, and we know that. We'll have off games, we'll have off things like shooting, finishing, but we'll come back, and we know that defense will get us back in the game, and that's what we've been doing. Like, we've had a lot of back-to-back games, and we're just playing defense, and that's what's getting us in it.
The girls believe, don't they?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Let's give a little shout out to the other girls out there as well. I mean, another great game by Raquel.
All of them. I mean, every single defensive spot. Like, it's not like we have one spot. We all live by it.
That's the other thing, too, that I notice about your team. You guys are so athletic and fast, so good on defense, that when you're in your zone and you've got a good shooting team out there, you come and you match it up out there.
Oh, yeah. We know how to switch it.
Yeah, you get out there outside the arc. You're just unafraid, no fear, and it works out for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We practice that. We know when we need to switch. Coach does a really great job in teaching us every defense and telling us when to switch, and we just listen to her.
You're doing a great job, and tonight was one of the best examples of it. That first half was marvelous. Congratulations to you. Well done, and a good win for you and the girls.
Thank you.
Way to go, Jaylee. Jaylee is one of our Sports Zone players of the game, and we're going to let her give that microphone up. We'll talk to the other girl that joins her in that tonight here, who really had a terrific game. You know, she plays the post for Show Low, but you saw tonight an example of all the things that Tatum can do, and she is one of our Sports Zone players of the game, co-players tonight, brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. This is Tatum Moore, everybody. Tatum, congratulations on the game.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
A good win for you. How did the win feel?
It felt amazing. I love winning.
Yeah, doesn't everybody?
Yeah.
And to beat a quality team. Holbrook's a good team, and when Holbrook's on, when Holbrook hits their shot, they are so tough to beat.
They are. They're really tough to beat. They really have. Once they're on. You can't stop it.
That's right. And your team made sure they didn't get on tonight, right? I mean, I don't know. What did Coach tell you had to do against this Holbrook team to be successful?
Well, she told us that they're really good shooters, and obviously we listened, and sometimes we didn't listen. I think it's really good to have coaches that scout other teams, and we just always are able to know what to do and know things to focus on to shut them down.
Tatum, watching your game out there tonight, the play that you brought to the team, you showed just how versatile you are. You know, handling the ball in the open courts, running the floor with the team, your mid-range jump shot looking good. I mean, listen, you play the post, but you can bring it outside. It's kind of a great formula for the team that it seems like everybody can kind of do everything. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you truly are. Jaylee Boyce is a great example of that. She's amazing. I love her. I think we all have so many different attributes and things that we can bring to the team. So it's really nice to play with them, and they're all able to know what we bring, and we're really good to have good chemistry and build the team up.
You know, one of the things I see out of the Show Low Cougars, I don't know if it's an individual personality thing or what it is, but I think your team smiles more than anybody I see out there.
Well, that's good. That's good. I think it's really the community. We're all just hilarious, I would like to say.
You're all hilarious. Okay, that's a good explanation. Congratulations. Good win for you and the ladies.
Thank you so much.
All right, Tatum Moore right there, one of our Sports Zone players of the game. It's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We'll talk to the head coach now after a Show Low victory over Holbrook, 47-29. The final score in this broadcast of Show Low Cougars basketball, part of the Sports Zone's Northland Basketball. Coach Christy Francis right here. Coach Francis, another day at the office. Well, what a game for Show Low.
Oh, man. You know, we started out in man against them because I didn't want them to get hot from the outside, and I thought that really set the tempo for us. And then we got tired. So then we went back to our 1-2-2.
But even in that 1-2-2, even in your zone, your team goes out and gets after the ball on the perimeter.
Well, yeah, we don't want, you know, Holbrook's a really good outside shooting team, and you got to take away strengths, you know, and you got to maximize on weaknesses. And they honestly don't have a lot of weaknesses, so we were just hoping to try to take something away from them. And I thought the girls did a really good job tonight, really good team defense. We did a lot of subbing, and I think when the girls went out, they were ready to go.
You did that, yeah. Rotations were heavy tonight for your team, but the chemistry on the floor never suffered.
Yeah, you know, I do a lot of different rotations in practice. I try really hard to make sure everyone knows everything. And for the most part, we're ready. And I keep forgetting to give a shout out to Coach Tinkle and Coach Moore. They do so much prep work ahead of time so that we're prepared for these teams. I just want to make sure I acknowledge them.
Well, Coach, it's been a great season. You're inside that bubble for the Copper Tournament. You're up there, and who knows, you came in number 7. Maybe you jump a little bit even more now. You beat number 15. And you're 5-0 now in the region. I think, yeah, you know, 2 games ahead in the loss column. I mean, you know, things going really well for Show Low right now.
Hey, we are focused. We're trying to be locked in. We're trying to take one game at a time. And, you know, 3 games in 1 week is tough on everybody. And so I hope they get some rest this weekend, and we're ready to go on Tuesday.
Congratulations,
Thank
Coach.
you. I appreciate you guys.
All right, there's Christy Francis, head coach Show Low. They beat Holbrook tonight, 47-29, the final score on this broadcast of Northland Basketball. Thank you to our broadcast team, led by our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director on this one tonight, Leonard Keone, and on camera, big Sean Ulvestad for the entire crew. Floyd Simmons, thanking you for joining us and reminding you we've got a boys varsity game coming up next, so look for that broadcast straight ahead on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel and in the White Mountains on Mix 98 KRFM, our broadcast home of Sports Zone Radio on local radio. All right, all that coming up in a moment. Until then, Floyd Simmons saying God bless you, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you back here in just a few minutes courtside here at Show Low High School for more Northland basketball. Stand by.